working?
Ah,
It's working.
is this thing on?
Is it on? Is it working? It is. It appears to be working. Fantastic. Hello, everyone. Oh god, I can hear. Oh god, I can hear you twice.
Need to mute your stream, mate.
Yes, I do, because I forgot I was on this as well. I can just close that straight up. Oh, rookie mistakes, rookie mistakes. But we are here, and we are playing with Pete, Counterfeit Cast. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. Well, since you, I feel like you already dropped the ball on the intro.
I did.
I'll let's pretend the last 20 seconds didn't happen. Hey guys, welcome to our amazing head-to-head of the Prophet and the Warlock DLC for Total War Warhammer 2. My name is Counterfeit, and if you're watching on TheSarge stream, you'll know who he is. But if you're not, then TheSarge is another League of Legends shoutcaster who we've been working with recently to develop our skills. But while we're not doing that, we're also playing some exciting Total War action head-to-head in extreme competitive? Yeah, that's a word.
Competitiveness. Competitive spirit.
Yes. I am the lizards. He is the filthy, filthy rat creatures. And I'm going to crush him. Crush him.
Okay. Yeah, sure you are, buddy.
Alright, so we're doing things in a slightly unusual way. Sarge, how is this different from just a standard head-to-head campaign?
So, rather than a standard head-to-head campaign, to try and make this the most interesting as we can. To start with, we picked the two factions that are relatively close to each other. So, we're only about 5 provinces away, I think. So,
yeah.
Within about 20 to 30 turns, we're going to get up in each other's faces. It's going to be a bit problematic. But we are actually working together as well. So during each other's turns, any of you that have played Total War will know you can either spectate the battles of the other player, or you can play as the AI. What we are intending to do is once every 10 turns, or something like that, we're going to be able to take control of the AI army and then screw each other over. But while that's not happening, we're going to be sharing our armies and actually working together, micromanaging units like chariots, that sort of stuff. And just having some fun with each other's armies as well. Trying not to wipe any units out. I'm very, very sorry. Oh god. That's a bit sorry. That's a bit of a problem. I've just had an end. Might have to change my plans slightly. Oh boy.
We've got Sarge Cam because, in the interest of keeping this as not remotely as competitive as possible, we're actually going to we haven't managed to get it so that we can actually do this both ways, but because I probably need all the help I can get, we're actually going to be watching the Sarge's turns live as well.
Yeah, and I've run into a bit of a problem straight away. So I was trying to move Wicked Claw down to take out this settlement nice and quickly because it's not defended by anything. But this guy's turned up.
Who's that guy?
With Count Gyula.
Count Gyula. This brings in a. I am aware that we're on a 5-minute timer, so I'll try and keep this brief. But this brings in the kind of an interesting dynamic we've got at play here, because so you're playing the kind of like traditional evil faction of the Skaven. So theoretically, the evil people should be the ones you can ally with, but that's not necessarily going to be the case.
Rebels. These are like the minor starting rebel faction to start with, so I can't be friends with these guys. They don't like me. I'm just gonna walk away from that and pretend that he's not there. To be honest, we're gonna have to fight this one as well. I'm afraid. I'm very sorry, but auto resolve does not weigh kindly.
Yeah, that's weird because this is not going to be a remotely close battle. So
you wouldn't think so. You would hope it wouldn't be. You would severely hope it wouldn't be close. But we're gonna have to see how it's actually going to be looking.
So what you'll be seeing in this is that during these kind of like we're going to have a mix of versus battles, which are going to be the more significant ones, and the non-versus battles where we're going to actually give each other some of the units. On the assumption, unlike the first battle, that those units will be treated in a semi-sensible fashion, not just flung into the middle of the opposing army to be horribly slaughtered.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I thought the red-crested skinks would do a bit more than they did. They kind of just died horrifically. This is why I'm really wondering whether to give you my Doomflayers or not this match.
I did great stuff with your Doomflayers. The Doomflayers were absolutely on point.
You did, but that was before I got half of your army killed. You know, you know what? I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. And you can also have. Why not? I'll have the chaff this game. I'll hold down the fort with the bulk of the Skaven might.
Oh, so the Doomflayers get a bit clobbered at some point then.
Well, I've had to walk through vampire attrition to get here.
Okay, yeah, because that's actually taken one of them out.
Yeah, so I'm not. I think my public order isn't affected by like vampire corruption and chaos corruption, but my units still take the damage from it. So like now, because I've had to walk through it to get here, they are a little bit beaten up.
Yeah, that's okay. So you can see, so I've got a core of clan rats, which I guess would traditionally be holding the center. I've got one bunch of spare clan rats without shields who are a little bit less resilient, and also of course the Doomflayers, which are one of the units which are new for the DLC that will run through the flanks and effectively they're really just glorified chariots, but they look really cool. And they
look awesome. It's like motorbikes with razor blades on the front of them. They're pretty cool.
I mean, they functionally work as chariots.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, let's just get these Skaven slaves up there, slow them down a little bit, try and take out that bloated corpse on the side, and now I'm going to start nuking down the deck droppers, because they're always a problem.
So yes, the bloated corpse is like a little micro nuke, but if you can take him out before he gets to anywhere, then he does the explosion there, instead of in the middle of all the troops.
Yeah. Dropping some sick Skaven lightning on these fools.
So I like to see that you've got your unit of Skaven slaves in combat, but still not too worried about dropping lightning bolts on top of them.
Oh, absolutely not. Why would I be worried? But I think they cost like 80 to recruit. It's beautiful. It's glorious. And to be fair, as much as they do get an absolute hammering, they never seem to really die. They always just run away and then return. So, you know, I'm not too bothered really.
So Ikit Claw's got his flamethrower. He's going around and making a mess of everything.
Doing his best. He appears to have been obstructed, and he's now just stood here because he also doesn't have a skirmish mode. So we're just going to drop some juicy Skaven lightning on himself, I think. Actually, no, we'll drop it on the gunnery mob. Why not?
So yeah, I mean, this is never going to be the balance of power, whatever it is. Like, it's definitely a bit broken because this is not remotely a close battle.
Just a little. I think it might just have been because of the bloated corpse and the two gunnery mobs, because the gunnery mobs are really strong. It's just, you know, we have enough just pure chaff to get onto them and stop them doing anything remotely useful.
Yes, I suppose in theory. So I'm looking forward to, like, so one of the reasons we're doing this as a head-to-head thing is because one of the things that really sort of hamstrings the Total War experience is that the AI is not only pretty dumb when it comes to optimal usage of units, because some of the units they put into Total War, especially in the Warhammer version, where they've got much weirder units, like, the AI just doesn't know how to use the units, really.
No, it really struggles.
So ideally, once it comes to these big battles where lots of weird units are in play, you should be able to get around that by just playing smarter.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because it's very easy to cheese out the AI, and especially if you do get caught in a bad position, like one of your armies gets ambushed by. I ran into this a lot when I was fighting the Greenskins actually. If you do get ambushed and you're like, oh, hang on, this fight's really not looking good. If you do decide to just goon out the Lord, they just mass rout because of leadership. Now, obviously that works against the AI because the AI is dumb, but playing against each other. If I tried to do that to you, for example, you'd be like, hang on, why have you got free flying vampire lords and vampires diving right into the middle of my army? Oh, you're going after my squishy caster lord. That's why. And then you surround me and beat the crap out of me.
Yes, you're right. That's if there's nothing else, that's the primary thing that's going to be a difference maker. It's just that you can't use the cheap tactics against the human, or you won't probably successfully use cheap tactics.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more difficult.
Though some of the stuff in the campaign is still pretty powerful if a person's not come across it before, and I haven't played a lot. I played like the very beginning stages of the Skaven stuff, So I have a little bit of an idea of how they work, but I've not played the Lizardmen at all.
I've never played the Lizardmen since I got Total War Warhammer. Like, so that's the kind of the balancing thing. Like, I've done pretty much a full Mortal Empires campaign as the new Skaven, so I know how they work. I know what's good with them. But I've literally never played Lizardmen. Not just like new Lizardmen. I've never played them. So even coming, and I've never really even fought them that much. Even as when I did my Tomb King campaigns and stuff like that, the Lizardmen were always like they got wiped out really quickly. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting though.
Okay, so it's over to me. So I've managed to actually build up my army a little bit to be at least a little less horribly maimed. So I've actually got a decent-sized army now. I still don't have any Sauruses at all. Which
because you get the massive debuffs, don't you?
Yeah, so I'm currently on the stage 1 of the Prophecy, which means I have to own 2 provinces and get 200 sacrificial offerings, and then also sacrifice 5 times. And then I think I get to go on to stage 2, which is the war against the Skaven. So
and that's when you can start using the Saurus without having to like pay 200% extra, isn't it?
I would pay 200% extra just to have a couple of uses. So I don't know if this is actually big enough to take on this. Let's find out.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Oh wait, I think the army just left. Alright, are you right to auto-resolve this? Because I think this should actually be one of the ones where we can auto-resolve it.
Yeah, definitely. As long as it's not going to screw you over. Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, wow. That army built up quickly. Damn.
Yeah, well, I think that what it was before was the Skaven army was in this settlement, so that's why it was really tough to get around. But this, I think, I get the impression this was the base I was supposed to get straight away.
Right, yeah.
Alright, so this is one of the mechanics I'm not a big fan of in Total War, is that at this point, like, you think Occupy should give you, you know, basically what you need, but here, if I sack the place, I will have to repair the buildings and things, but I get a lot more gold and everything from the whole deal. So if I sack it, and then I believe I can just come back in and then occupy it.
You can?
Which is weird. Like, why is that? Why does it work that way?
It is a bit bizarre.
Okay, so there we go. Night Forest is going to be proper clobbered, but
I do need to fight this guy, don't I? Oh, hang on. Oh, that's another Skaven faction.
Hey, you can be friends.
I don't think they want to be friends. That's a problem.
So what have we got going on here? So I nearly always go for the campaign movement range because just not be able to get places sucks, and extra leadership. Actually, to be fair, we could probably use that to buff skinks. Yeah, so let's do that. Alright.
Sounds like a reasonable thing.
So now we've got the province control with cakes and Night Forest, but oh, apparently we don't get. Oh wait, no, there we do. Okay, so growth, income sounds pretty good. Research, that's kind of lame. So defensive stuff and recruiting, army recruitment. Okay, so we probably want to go for alignment of crafting to make my stuff grow a bit faster. So my army's pretty sizable now.
That's decent.
Yeah, I can start bunging some more stuff in there.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I forgot to recruit any more units when I got into the settlement. Oh, hey ho.
Alright, well this will leave me with like an 18 unit army. So
that's pretty good for like turn 3?
Yes, I mean it's
turn 6 apparently. Oh okay. Yeah, turn 3 was doing anything.
So I figure that these high elves are going to become pretty good friends of mine. Because they're already like, we're getting up to like 54% relationship. We've already got a non-aggression pact and a military axis, and it looks like they've got 2 places already, and I think they're probably going to expand to here. Is the lot? No, wait, where's the last place in here? Oh, here. Okay, I can if it's going to give me a buffer state between me and you that's friendly to me, I'm very much in favor of this.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oops, did you crash?
Yeah, my Total War has just crashed. Are you still in the game, or has it kicked you out?
I'm still in the game, but it's paused.
Okay, cool. Let me, very quickly, I do apologise for this. I need to figure out why my Total War is doing this, because it's not doing it frequently, but it is having some issues. And
oh, game aborted, host has left the game.
Oh, we have to start again.
I don't think so. It should have auto-saved, so...
Oh, yes, fantastic.
I don't know,
I just have
but
to
I
do
hope it
that
has.
turn again.
Alright, well, I'll let you, once you set it up, hopefully you'll be able to host it from the autosave, and then we'll be able to jump back in
I
again.
apologise for that. Because I wasn't having any like stuttering or any slowdown. It literally just crashed out instantly.
Your driver's up to date and everything?
I believe so. I
Hmm.
believe everything is, yeah. Because I've been playing Total War a lot now. Not in the past. It's just crashed again.
I know.
Okay. Let's try it third time lucky.
Alright, I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, I'm gonna quickly just do a... just do a battle. Quest battle.
You quickly just do a battle or something like that while I get back into it and just make sure that it's not going to instantly. Because I've got the Total War Warhammer 2, you know, the loading screen, Sega, Simply Gone, Logitech, Games Workshop, all of that, but that says OBS isn't picking it up for some reason, which is a little strange. Why is this occurring?
Okay, so while we're waiting for...
Nope, that's in. Okay. It appears to be in.
Alright, well while we're waiting for Sarge to get set up, so this looks like it's a custom battle with Tic-Tac-Toe, who is one of the... I think he was the free LC Lord, but...
Yes, he was the... Is he the air-focused one,
yes.
I believe?
He's the one that people weren't particularly pleased about because a lot of the air units are based around... are DLC.
Ah, right. I'm back in, I believe.
Okay, well, once you get the game set up, then okay. Oh, you did it straight. All right. Well, in that case, we won't worry about this. I'll just come back out of here.
Yeah, I do apologise. I don't know why that happened. If it happens again and it looks like it's gonna be a recurring issue, we'll cut the stream and we'll figure that out before we continue too far.
Yeah.
What turn? So it looks like it's auto saved right at the end of that turn because it's showing that I took that settlement. So it might be at the very start of your turn. You might have to do yours again.
Well, I didn't really do a huge amount of mine, so alright.
It was an auto resolve fight, wasn't it? So
yeah, okay, that's fine. So hop back into it again. Yes, I'm so glad that auto saving is a thing. Like,
yeah, tell me about it.
God.
But it auto saves every turn as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably for this specific kind of thing. I'm so glad. I mean, auto-saving has been a thing for quite a long time, but it's not, like, always been a thing.
And it's not always enabled as default, is it? Sometimes you've got to actually go and do it yourself, and the amount of games I've figured that out the hard way.
Yeah, it's... Alright, so let's just check. Are you coming back through on Discord again?
Oh, that's the point. Me... died out for you. Oh god, okay, it's just tabbed out, that's fine. I thought it had crashed again, but I was like, please don't. It just tabbed out.
There we go. Alright, we're back up and running again.
Back up and running. Okay, let me just minimize that. And it's tabbed out. Okay. I put you in windowed mode, Total War. What are you doing?
There we go, I can see your stuff now.
Yeah, excellent.
So we've already figured out that battle, which was... Alright, so you've expanded your territory out reasonably well.
Yeah, so I've got here, and I kind of need heat. I don't know. I'm just going to do a quick look at diplomacy. Pestilence. Oh, that's Pestilence as well. That's a mage. Oh, dear.
Okay, so this is the goodest chance I need to bring up a particular gripe I have about the... interesting, the timer pauses when you're on diplomacy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably for the best. So, one of the weakest points of the Total War series for a long time has been its diplomacy. Like, honestly, this diplomacy is so annoying. Like, in this case here, like, it tells you when someone won't do something, like they won't ally with you, or they won't make a trade agreement with you. But there's ones which it says, maybe! And the only reason that it has maybe in there is so that you'll go in there and you'll try it, and they'll say yes or no, and you don't know which one it will be.
Yeah.
But...
what's the point?
Yeah, it's like, what is the point of that? What do you get, like, what does anybody get out of that? Because it's just a waste of time. Like, in the new one, which is the Three Kingdoms, I can't remember what it's officially called, but...
I think that is it.
Okay. Like, the diplomacy... They fixed the diplomacy system, or at least put a band-aid on it, which is that whenever someone's a maybe, it basically just tells you how much they're a maybe by, which, again, is obfuscated in this version of the game. And also just gives you a list of things you can do to bring up your side of the bargain to make them agree to it. But it's all done numerically, so you know, okay, if it depends how badly you want it. So if you want something really badly, you can be like, okay, I'll just keep pumping money into it until they're happy.
Yeah.
Rather than them just saying no, and you're like, what do I do? Do I, you know... So it's going to be hopefully a lot better. I don't think that Warhammer 3 is going to actually receive the benefits of these upgrades, because I'm just not that optimistic. But they could desperately could use it, because they took out so much of the depth of Total War in Warhammer, because I think they wanted to emphasize the battles more. And long term, I think it's yeah. Hey Mango, welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, I mean, it is a bit of a weird time of day for this, but this is really more of a YouTube thing, which we just happen to also be streaming. But yeah, so Mango's watching on my YouTube. Mango, are you a Total War player? If you're not, that's fine. We can go through and just explain things a bit more.
If you are, we sincerely apologise for what you're about to witness.
So, I guess just for Mango's sake, we'll just do a quick explanation, doing head-to-head between me and Sarge. I'm playing Lizard Folk. He's playing this filthy rat Skaven guys.
Icked Claw.
Yeah, so his guy's Icked Claw. My guy, like, your guy's really cool. Your guy's got a flamethrower, and my guy's just really rubbish. Is this the guy I have to use the whole campaign? Or do I get a better one?
You do eventually upgrade him with, is it the Ark of the Gods Bastiladon, where you get, like, the orbital laser?
Oh, okay, so it's one of those things that he becomes... Oh, there you go. Ancient Steg... If I can get to level 20, I get an Ancient Stegagon Engine of the Gods.
Wait, do you only get that at level 20?
Okay, so...
Oh, wow.
Knowing what I know about Total Warhammer, that means I need to go pick really tiny fights with people again and again and again.
Yeah, with lots of easy fights.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually care about the experience for your lords, really. Especially at early levels. You just
let your settlements rebel and then just kill the rebels instantly.
Yeah, that's something for the New Bretonians, is they get a like an orc thing, which is like orcs are overrunning the place, and so you need to.
Oh, the rogue armies.
No, it's not a rogue army; it's an event, which is you need to kill orcs, or you'll continue to have a massive public order penalty, and which will cause rebellions. So you like, I don't actually know where any orcs are, so I'll just farm these rebellions forever.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Alright, you've got 1 minute 45 left to figure out. What have you been doing this whole time?
It's your turn.
Wait, it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh. Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, because it came in like right at the end of my turn, so I just double checked everything and then ended straight away. Sorry, I thought you realised.
You were incorrect, and I wasn't really paying attention apparently. Alright, so there we go. We've taken over, and we're going to sack, which means we'll have to repair some stuff, probably spending that money we just got. But now we're going to go back.
What have you been doing this entire time? Waiting for you. What?
Alright, so let's occupy the Night Forest. So that gives us control of the Lustrine Gulf. So we're going to use that to alignment of crafting, so it gets more income, growth, and public order. All sound like good things. And oh, hello. Wait, this is different than last time. That's really weird. I've got a different building in the Night Forest. When we reloaded, the building in the Night Forest was like this duplicate of my spawning pool, so I was going to demolish it, and now it's a different building.
Oh, okay, that's a bit weird.
All right, so apparently we've got a skink foraging camp now. Cool. So let's upgrade our duty man. Doink doink, and build a bunch more stuff. We really don't have very much variety of units at this point, so that'll do, and we're done.
Excellent. Right, let's see where. I'm quite concerned about where this. Oh god, that's a bit laggy. Are you being threatened?
No. No, my computer's just not that great.
Oh, fair enough. No, I just saw it kind of paused over one of the high elf factions, and I knew you'd been trying to butter one of them up, so I was like, okay. Hey, the army's moving away. Oh, but it's now a 20 stack. You know what? That sounds like the vampire cost problem.
Did you alt-tab your game, or minimise your Discord by any
Oh, for
chance?
God's sake. No, my game has just crashed again.
Oh dear.
Right. Okay, that's...
Do you want to do the
An error
files?
occurred which has caused Streamlabs OBS to close. Wait, what?
Oh, it's just everything's crashing on your end then.
We can relaunch the application, however this will end your stream recording session. Click the no button to... I'm going to click no. I'm just going to have to delete that stream, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, unless you want to keep trying, but by the looks of it, this is going to be a thing that keeps occurring. I need to do some digging and figure out why my Total War is crashing. Because there's definitely something wrong with it. Like, you do a couple of custom battles and we'll just chat while I have a look at the discussions and stuff, see if we can pull anything up.
Alright. Well, it's like, I mean, it's fine. We always come back and pick it up again down the line. Because we might have to, because yeah, we did actually test this before going live, and it looked like everything was fine.
Yeah, we didn't really have any issues, and now we've done a few more turns, and it's just okay.
Alright, well, while you figure that out, we're gonna have a dance with the. So this is, I believe, one of the free LCs or DLCs, which is Dark Elves against High Elves. So it looks like we've got an army of pretty vanilla-looking High Elves on one side, and a much more interesting army of Dark Elves, which is traditionally the case anyway. So what we've got, so we've walked into the battle willingly, but it's a trap. Shadow King must use all of his tricks to evade, capture, and make the Dark Elves pay for this brazen doom and act. Well, like shadows, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I imagine this battle, which we're just using to pad out time, is just basically just punch them in the face till they die. The Dookie scams treat to trap us. The fools think it's easy to snare the shadows, and oh well, those guys talk really quickly. I kind of feel bad whenever somebody in context of a Warhammer campaign like makes fun of the Dark Elf guy. What's the Dark Elf leader guy called?
Malekith?
Yeah, makes fun of him for his relationship with his mother. Like he's very close to his mother. Whenever they make fun of him that way, I feel like really diminishes the like how seriously you can take any of it.
Yeah.
Because it's like just the idea that people would make fun of somebody for that. Like, I can understand that, like, normally. Oh, hello, we've got allies. That's unusual. That people would make fun of an enemy general for something like that. It just seems, like, weird. I don't know. Alright, so let's bang forward some... This is completely new to me, all of this stuff. So we've got... So these guys can function as the archers. These are kind of a backup. Yeah, the High Elves got this weird thing where they've got archers who are also spearmen, so you can kind of just upgrade all of your spearmen into spearmen archers, which I think it's a little bit weird to play as, because then you're like, I don't know what really anything specifically is supposed to do. Alright, so we'll stick our noble with our front line. That seems reasonable. We'll send our flappy birdman over here. We've got a unit of horse archers, so I guess I can go over there as well. And I think we're... Okay, so we've got allied guys attacking from the other side, so we probably need to move in fairly quickly. Or we're going to just let them all die, and then we won't actually have accomplished anything from their sacrifice. So, alright, up the hill with ya. And I guess just stick all our guys down there. These are Shadow Walkers. They're probably... Oh, hello, what's this one? Doomfire Warlocks? Oh no. So I think I turned the... Did I turn the game down or something? I'm not hearing anything. Let me just... bang up the volume if that's the case. Master volume. Maybe up a couple of notches. Alright, any better? That needs a bit more. Okay. I think at some point I must have turned the volume down to nearly nothing. For some reason.
Was I being too loud, perhaps?
No. It's my in-game volume.
Ah. Right, let's have a look.
Alright. I still can't hear anything. Just a second. There we go. Okay, so all of our erstwhile allies have flung themselves into the jaws of death.
As expected.
So we just need to shoot the enemy guys a lot. Oh gosh, we're getting flanked. Alright. This is the job for high goons. Alright, so that's the shape of the battle. So, alright, they kind of just ran through us, which I can sort of live with. Send our Eagle over to deal with those guys. So, okay, we're getting a cavalry charge. So, good thing we've mainly got an army consisting of spearmen. Alright. Oh, big kaboom. Alright. Get some spearmen up on the ridge. Well, like, I've got absolutely butt tons of archers, which are just going to eviscerate everybody.
Missile superiority is always a very nice feeling.
Yes, well, it's nice that the AI did the flanking for us in this time. I've not really come across custom battles where they include allied forces very often. It's usually just like...
I think it might be a running theme with the new like final battles and the quest battles. Like, just up the ante and up the entire scale. It's like, oh yeah, we can put you against this massive enemy force, but to do that, we have to give you something to help out. So here's an AI, mid-tier army to assist.
I'd love to have Total War do something a little bit more creative. Like, I mean, that in itself is fairly unusual for Total War. I'd love to see them do something a bit more ambitious with the battles, like have like a really small battlefield that you play with like maybe 1 or 2 units on at the start of a battle, but then it kind of expands out as you go or something like that.
Okay.
And like,
so like as more reinforcements arrive, the battlefield expands into this larger conflict.
Yeah, like it's like it's literally an escalating conflict. For this being like a featured battle, this isn't particularly difficult. Unless there's going to be more... Okay, no, there is going to be more enemies. Okay, I think I get the idea, which is that the Dark Elves were on a hill, and we need to go take the hill from them. And then defend against enemy that are coming in from the... and make our own kind of defense there. So that's a cool idea.
That might be the offender.
What's that?
Are you kidding me?
What's that?
So I've just verified the Total War 2 game files.
Yeah.
The first logical step. While it was doing that, I've updated my drivers. It said that the latest drivers were all already installed, so I'm like, okay. I've disabled the Steam overlay, which was recommended to help as well. And apparently there was one file missing that failed to validate for my Total War Warhammer 2. So okay, it's reallocating the file, it's it's reacquiring it, not too bad. Check for download, 2 gigabytes.
That's honestly, I was like, you got really lightly there. Most of the time Total War will re-download the whole freaking game.
Yeah, 2. But if I was only missing one file, 2 gig file is quite a large one to miss. That's, you'd think there's quite a lot of information in 2 gig that I kind of should have. Like, a thing that stops it from crashing intentionally all the time.
Alright, what's this do?
Oh. I do apologise for all of this. It has not been the resounding success we were hoping for.
It's been the first time, which is always the worst time.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've managed... So yeah, this battle has taken a turn for the more interesting. So let's try and get all my guys up on the ridge a bit, because they're getting a little clobbered at the moment. Oh, not the ridge, up on the hill. Oh man, he's got a Hydra. Alright. Let's get back our Flappy Birdman. So I think we're about to take down their Lord up there, which is pretty good. Let's get our blokes stuck in, because we need to clear the top of this hill before. See what short happens. Alright, so this number 2 guys are there. Let's set them up as a firing line. And our Alarian Reavers doing as well as they can, so we've got to defend against this tide of friends. I think we're still in pretty good shape. I think there's some of the units which have taken a bit of a battering, but so I think the big thing is probably to get rid of this Hydra before it gets into close combat, because that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, charge down the hill. It's always good for what ails you. And let's get focus far onto the Hydra. Oh, the Laren Reavers have run out of ammo, okay. Right, let's get these commanders into a place where they can do a bit more good. Flanks are secure for the moment, I think. Well, there's still a little bit of... Okay, so our AI allies have basically run out of gas at this point. That's okay.
Sounds about right.
Alright, I'm going to try and get some flanks on. The Lyra Reavers are pretty... Our cavalry are pretty good at that. I think... What happened? Okay, so... They should probably be running down this War Hydra, so it looks like it took enough fire to... Yeah, okay, yeah. I think the Dark Elves are basically done. Ah, the tide of arrows! Who doesn't love a tide of arrows? Yeah, okay, so that actually was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. And again, like, I think we'll have a lot of fun with doing quest battles like this, especially ones which have, you know, a bit more going on. So that, like, in situations like this, you can kind of take more advantage of it.
Yeah.
Alright, so are you back up and working now?
Unfortunately, I'm still downloading this file. It's Steam. You know, Steam's been good today. It is actually downloading it, but it's still a 2 gig file. So unfortunately, it's going to be probably about 20 minutes. It's saying. I'm hoping that's going to reduce. Well, it's dropped down to 17 now, but yeah, I'm going to be at least quarter of an hour, I would expect. So. You know, I'm happy sat here listening to you doing some custom battles. I was trying to watch you on Twitch, but it increased the time up to half an hour. So I quickly closed that for the sake of trying to get this as fast as possible.
Okay, well, so I think this battle is basically done. It's just clean up at this point, so let's get out of here. I'd rather not spend time on just... Because it's not the single player, there's nothing really to be gained from just spending ages cleaning up the end of a battle. But yeah, okay, So yeah, they've actually did something relatively interesting. So we didn't actually complete the quest technically, but whatever. So alright, I'll leave it up to you, Sarge. So, from the various different lords in play in Total Warhammer 2, we can access any of them and any of their quest battles.
Any of them?
So, which one do you want to see?
Yeah, you just did the high elf one, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so we won't do another high elf one. We'll go for something a little bit different. Why don't... I mean, you know, you were just doing the... We're supposed to be doing the Lizards versus the Skaven. Why don't you do the new 3LC Legendary Lord? The... Oh, what's his name? Tipokpok? Is that his name? The Flying Legendary Lord.
Oh, Tic-Tac-Toe, you mean?
Tic-Tac-Toe, God. Oh, I'm thinking of the Regiment of Renown that he gets. Well, not just him, but the Lizardmen get. Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay, so they've got Mask of Heavens or Lord Croak. Those are the two battles that are available.
Do Lord Croak, actually. Lord Croak's a beefy man.
Okay, so for any of you guys who aren't familiar with the DLC, one of the new Lizardman faction mechanics is that they can go and recruit a legendary hero. Who in this case is a Slann mage priest, which is basically a big frog, but a very powerful frog. What makes this a bit more interesting is that this big, powerful old frog is actually a big, powerful dead old frog, who's currently mummified, but still apparently doesn't slow him down too much.
Lord Croak will be an invaluable ally in the fulfillment of the great plan.
That sounds about right.
But his worldly
Okay.
relatives in imminent danger. The Skaven approach, Master of Sky.
All right, so this is our aerial specialist bloke.
Provides him with some protection.
So I guess
Awakening process
I don't know if they've managed to make aerial combat interesting enough in Total War to really justify an aerial-based commander. Because if you just have a commander who makes aerial units better, then you're more inclined to use them. But I don't know if it necessarily makes them more fun to use.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got like a bunch of guys who drop bombs. All right, let's give this a try. I've never used these guys before. Dropping bombs is always really awkward. So we've got millions of abilities, so he can drop bombs as well. Jeez. Drop Sphere of Trepok. Everything's got the same name.
Small strike area.
Drop rocks. Okay. So I think are these like a one use only?
Yep.
Okay, so I've got to choose my targets carefully. Alright, so what else have I got? I've got a bunch of other stuff as well, but let's worry about this for the moment because this is the most immediately important. Alright, so let's find something that's worth dropping a rock on. So we've got Alright, bombs away. That wasn't very dramatic. Alright, so oh gosh, they're already getting slaughtered. Alright, let's just drop all the bombs off and hope for the best. Man, yeah, these guys are getting creamed. Alright, bombs. And then leave. And these guys can go drop some bombs and then leave as well. And yeah. That's kind of fun. I think it probably works a lot better as like a backup thing rather than a front line. Alright, so at least they've all successfully done that, and is my commander still around? Let's get him to drop bombs on someone as well. Alright. So, good job, Flyboys. You were almost exactly the same as the gyrocopter, which is to say, okay, but not particularly, like, compelling. Right, so what other crap have we got here? So we've got a wizard. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, he's got so much stuff. So let's fire for lightning bolt, maybe. Might need to move the wizard out. Oh, he's actually on a Flappy Bird thing as well. Okay. Oh, hello, let's give this a try. A Skaven Grey Seer approaches. Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's try our magic then. So, Chain Lightning. That sounds like one that's good for a laugh. Gosh, that costs a lot of power. And it takes a very long time to cast. Let's have a look. What does it do? Oh, so it's like a summonable thing that just wanders around. Okay, let's get all of our mooks, our flying mooks, away for a second. Figure out who our frontline are. Probably these guys. Charge them forward. Take this Ancient Stegodon. Might as well get that stuck in as well. I don't know what any of these guys are, but let's just charge them forward anyway. Temple Guards. Sounds like something that can punch something. Let's do it. More Temple Guards. Love it. And a big old dinosaur. Oh, I need to rescue those guys. Alright, so I think I can probably fly my Flappy Birdmens over here and use them to attack stuff in the back. Alright, so he's just hanging around. This is some sort of commander, I think? This guy is a oh, this is Tic-Tac-Toe, okay. Let's give him a command group so he actually looks like someone I would recognize. Oh, so his bomb does recharge then. Apparently. At least it looks like it. And then we've got this guy who's our main wizard bloke. So let's wizard something.
I'm back. I do apologise for that.
You right?
Yeah, having a, looks like I'm having a bit of an afternoon of it. With the computer, but no worries, we are hopefully back now.
Alright, well, I'm currently immolating some filthy Skaven. Just getting the old eye in. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff you can actually get for the Lizardmen things later on, but there is, like, I feel like one of the problems they've kind of had is that they've... What's this do? Oh, that's right. Is that it's kind of hard to get past just the whole idea, like, they've I think quite a lot of the units are just like a dinosaur. And they haven't really figured out ways to make those dinosaurs a bit more compelling, or at least sort of understandable why they're interesting, as opposed to just being like...
Other than it being, it's a big armoured dinosaur. This is a big armoured dinosaur with a ballista on it.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's okay, but it's not like super... Yeah, you probably just want to go... If you're going to include, like, giant dinosaurs as part of an army, you probably want to go a little bit more silly with it. Like...
Make a wider variety as well.
2 dinosaurs strapped together. Like, you know, just
a giant dinosaur chariot.
Yes, dinosaur chariots. Like dinosaurs with smaller dinosaurs riding them. Giant dinosaurs with riding a bunch of smaller dinosaurs. Like, I don't know, just have fun with it.
Well, you could have a you've got the croc scars, haven't you? Which are like the giant, they're
lizardmen ogres.
Yeah, the lizardmen ogres. So you could have like a I don't know, like a feral carnosaur chariot that's been helmed by 2 croc cigars, which throw massive javelins at people, which are like huge single target armor piercing ranged javelins.
Yeah, I'm into it. Oh, so is your game working now?
It's still trying to download. I just had a blue screen, so.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like I said, looks to be having a bit of an afternoon of it.
All right, so I'm gonna pull back my guys now to not get run over. So my. Okay, so I think these guys have still got a ranged attack, so we're gonna run them up. Let's run them over here and then back over here again, and they can start hitting the... Alright, my main line has gotten caught up, so screw it! In for a penny, in for a... pound?
In for a pounding.
Yeah.
By the looks of your Temple Guard. To be fair, Temple Guard are one of the best infantry units in the game. I would have thought that they would be able to hold back the Skaven tide.
Well, let's shove enough of them in, hopefully. Like, this battle is going by the indicator at the top is not going very well. I think possibly because I just haven't played it. Oh, there's Screaming Bell. Man, like, when I used to play tabletop Screaming Bells, everyone got so excited about Screaming Bells. Oh, so Grey Seers can actually ride Screaming Bells. That's awesome. They're one of the coolest Skaven units, definitely. Well, the most iconic, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Chuck some rocks at him. See what he thinks about that. Alright, so we've got 2 big dinosaurs who probably need to be getting right stuck in. So we've got... Oh, that's...
Anchoring your formation.
Yeah.
Is that a Doom Wheel that we've got there? Oh no, it's a Hellbit Abomination.
Wait, where?
You gotta be careful around. Right in front of your Ancient Stegodon. It will take a lump out of it if you don't attend to it. It's kind of, at the minute, it's kind of pulling through and into all of your Tomb Guard, which is not where it wants to be.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just behind. There you go. Yeah, I've never fought too much to them, but they are anti-large and they do have a massive weapon strength, so they are supposed to take down the big giant dinosaurs. But I just personally don't think for.
They've got custom animations for like every kind of unit they can fight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The one with them and the Terrorgeist is pretty brutal.
Okay, so I'm getting... Oh gosh, there are... So I think from the message is coming in... Okay, yeah, just getting reinforcements now.
Oh, you're getting reinforcements, nice. Have the Skaven pulled in like Warlock Chazales and stuff? Because that's going to be difficult to deal with.
I think they've got some. Actually, yeah, that's a big thing as well. I need to send my flying units to deal with those, because otherwise nothing else can really get to them.
They're going to get shredded though, unfortunately. That's the...
I'm hoping they won't... Oh wait, yeah, no, it looks like they have been...
This is why I always struggle with flying, like, you know, not the big single entity things like your dragons or your Terrorgeists are really good, but I always struggle with the smaller flying formations, because they just seem like they don't really do that much.
Well,
Might be me bad at using them, but...
Here's Lord Croak. There he is. He's dead, but loving it. Alright, so I think I need to be using my revivification thing a bit more. So just make sure I'm doing an absolutely terrible job of commanding this. But I'm just trying to make sure that everyone is just getting stuck in some capacity. So, alright, so really need to get some reviving going on for some of these units because they are absolutely clobbered. So this apparently should res some of them?
I think you need to take out that the warpstone, warpstone cannon at the back. They're going to be causing some big problems.
Oh yeah, there's a doom wheel just hanging around. Yeah, I need to, that's why I was sending these guys around for.
It's probably trying to shoot at your flyers there, I think.
Oh, thank God the Lord of Croaks turned up because my guys are basically done. I think it's still going to be fairly even, but it's kind of a bit weird now that the AI is effectively just going to fight the rest of the battle.
Yeah. You're now going to be the supporting element rather than the main fighter.
Yeah, because like what's it? All right, I think I need to be actually using some more of the spells because I've got loads of that left over.
Oh, that looks tasty.
There we go. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Alright, well, it's up to Lord Croak, I suppose, now. At least the warp lightning cannons are they're actually winning against... Oh, that's my entire... You can see my entire army just running away there.
Yep, mass rout.
Alright, well, I've officially out of basically everything. Let's drop a bomb. Oh, it's just a rock. Okay. Okay, now there we go. There we go. The warp lightning cannon finally got taken out, so that's officially off the field forever. Let's move on to the warp clock Giselles. This is actually like one of the things which I really like about the Total War, this interpretation of Warhammer is it does play out roughly like you'd expect an actual game of Warhammer to play. Like just like in terms of like how battles tend to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it's been a very long time since I played actual Warhammer, but
I never managed to get into it. I always wanted to, but just never had the time and the spare income to be able to.
It was very expensive. Like,
yeah,
it's an indicator of like how much I took it for granted as a kid. But oh, actually, that's a handy. If this battle wasn't so freaking confusing, pressing space to bring up all of the unit cards is actually pretty handy. So something I've always found a little annoying about Total War is that it's not that obvious when a unit's just sitting around doing nothing, because all the icons are kind of like look roughly the same as each other.
And they're all quite small as well.
Yeah, they're small. Like for example, this one's sitting around, but it's still got multiple icons on it, so it's not obvious it's not doing anything. Whereas I feel like there should be a much. I don't know if it's different in Warhammer, the new Total War, but just having something that makes it much clearer when that's going on or not would make a big difference. Alright, so it looks like my flying is getting absolutely murdered. Let's pull them back before they all die. I think I'm going to use the revivification thing on my other unit. I think it also... Let's get him back out of there actually, because... Oh gosh, the Grey Series on that Doom Bell is going around clonking everything.
Just taking things out. It also has the Mortis engine effect, doesn't it, on the Bell?
I honestly don't know.
Doing damage around it, doing, like, when it's in melee, it just does damage over time and to everything around it. It's a really obnoxious thing to have to deal with. And of course, because of Skaven and Skaven, they won't actually run away, they keep coming back.
Yeah, I think I need to build up a bit of a pool of Winds of Magic, otherwise I'm not going to be able to cast like more than one thing. Alright. Boys, back in there once again. just to provide however many seconds of distraction you can before getting horribly slaughtered. I don't know if I'm winning or losing here, because I'm not even doing most of the fighting anymore.
I think you're winning. The Skaven are all getting pretty haggard. It's going to be a little bit more fighting, a little bit more grinding out, and then there's going to be a mass rout, I would imagine.
Yes, I think you're right. Like, it looks like they're starting to break, and that's going to start spreading. Whew! Wow, that was quite a fun battle. I did like that's another example of using no extra real mechanics in the game, but just like a creative use of what you've already got. So, like, the idea of having to play a delaying action to then get something which doesn't just make you win straight away, because that would be the most obvious thing. It's like, you know, fight for a certain amount of time and then just win automatically. But it just makes it much, like, it's... In this case, it just sort of evened it out and made it more interesting for longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like...
It's still pretty close. Like, all of your army is nearly dead.
Yes.
Like, your law's okay, you've still got your 2 big dinos, but the rest of your actual infantry, the bulk of your army, is pretty beat up.
Oh yeah, like, everyone's just proper clobbered. Whoops. Just bombarded my own guys. Nobody look up!
It's alright, Skaven have warp lightning as well. He'll be able to hide that.
Ah! Alright, so there we go. That was...
Victory, nice.
Yes, it was literally a Pyrrhic victory. I don't know, are you familiar with it? I only learned about this when I did classics, or classical civilization at college, because one of my friends was doing it. Not because I was actually that interested. But do you know the story of Pyrrhic victories?
I do not know.
Well, let's see. If I can remember from memory, what it was, there was a guy, a Roman general called Pyrrhus.
Okay.
And he won a battle, but he lost most of his army in the process.
Okay.
And this kind of became pretty notorious. So, to mock him, people came up with this idea of a Pyrrhic victory. So it's literally every time you use Pyrrhic victory, it's making fun of this like old-time like Roman general, whose only crime was to win a very hard battle. Because the assumption is that a Pyrrhic victory is done because you were inept, not because the battle was really hard. So how's your game looking?
I honestly don't know what to say to you, because it is downloading, but Steam's doing that thing that it loves to do, where it's not downloading at a steady rate, it's fluctuating massively. So it's said that it's currently saying I've got like 11.5 minutes left, but it's been saying that for the past like 3 minutes.
Okay. In that case, let's try.
I've got half a gig left to download, and by the looks of it, it's just, you know, Steam's doing its weird little bottlenecky, strange thing where it just doesn't quite want to get there. But if you do another one of these battles, I should hopefully be there, because it is definitely going down consistently. It's just fluctuating, isn't it? Because it's Steam.
Let's see. I'm trying to find one which would be a bit of variety. So I suspect that some of these ones aren't even going to be that good.
Why don't you try one of the Vampire Coast ones?
Alright.
I've never seen any of those really. The Vampire Coast have a really interesting unit roster, don't they?
Let's try this guy. He's got a weird looking beard and hat.
Count Noctilus.
So, the map that came into Count Noctilus' possession is no trap. It has led him to an uncharted island on the Great Ocean where the treasure chest containing Captain Roth's moon dial is located. A large army of treasure hunting soldiers has found their ahead of him pitched camp at the top of the hill. Okay, and this is against Empire. Sounds a bit similar to the one we were doing before, which is just charge something on top of a hill. Let's see if I can find any of the other ones, see if there's a bit more going on there.
Yeah.
So this is against Norsker, which might be a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure. I'll have a quick check on the other one and see. So
Celestra Diaphin. She's got 2 to choose from.
So we've got High Elves. Oh, that's at least got a good variety of stuff in there. And Bretonnians. I don't know. What are you feeling? Bretonnians or High Elves?
We haven't seen Bretonnia yet, and you've played as the High Elf, so go for that one.
Alright. So let's give it a go. I have to admit, I've never would have... Like, this is the one very specific circumstance where we're just kind of playing for time that I would consider doing these. Like, I kind of feel like the campaign is a decent enough way to experience these kind of quest battles, and it seems kind of strange the idea that you would just choose to just play them like
in isolation.
Yeah. But I like that the option is there. Like, this is a thing for a lot of games companies, that there's a lot of ways to add in small things that only a very small proportion of your players will actually ever use, but just the fact that they're in there is worth something.
Yeah, and like this isn't even going to any extra lengths or details. Like, this is all these battles are already in the game. You're just putting them in a menu where, you know, if you want to play them, you can, without having to fight the entire campaign.
Wow, I already like this general already. She's just very overdramatic.
Well, her lore, I believe from reading it, if I'm remembering correctly, is that she was a famous opera singer, and she drowned at sea in a storm, and was then like resurrected, and leads an army of like sirens, and it's a bit weird.
Well, I mean that fits. That does fit. All right, so we've got an actual cannon, or a set of cannons, not very many, but. We've got a big old monster. Hello, giant crab friend. These things are very, very good. What else we got going on? These guys are shooters. So let's get them out into a place so they can shoot stuff. So we've got depth guard. We've got our basic infantry guys. Let's get them out to the front just to get in the way. We've got our. Alright, so let's build up a sort of command unit, which is our commander and her sirens. And we've got secondary gunners as well, which you can stick up there. So we've got also our kind of units of monsters. Like, if memory serves, these guys are not actually very good as sort of generalist troops.
Which ones are those?
The Mongols.
Mongols are really good. You just have to use them as like a flanking and defensive tool rather than like your front line kind of thing.
Oh gosh, wait, what? Fire arrows to the peasant moment, getting flanked by piles of Pegasus Knights. Ah, sheesh.
Yeah, the Vampire Coast are a very difficult faction to actually play, I feel, because you've got to be on top of so much stuff. Your gun line is your most powerful tool, but you've got to protect it so well, otherwise it just gets swarmed.
Yes, I think that's probably what's going to happen here. Alright, let's just get stuck in. So there's basically a bunch of knights running around the side. Actually, the AI is playing this out pretty well. They're sending the knights all the way around the side. So the Leviathan is just not really doing anything particularly useful. I don't even know what the Sirens do. So
Sirens is just like ethereal infantry.
Okay, so they're going to fight some Royal Hippogriff Knights. Don't know how well that's going to go. Alright, so I've got a wizard. What can I do with them? Summons a unit of damned knights errant. Ooh, that sounds cool. Alright, cool. So I get my own knights errant. And I see we've got the Bretonnian things going on. Sweet. Well, seems like a solid choice to use against the Bretonnians. Alright, so cannons. Oh man, I'm getting pretty smashed. Yeah, I haven't really had too much of a chance to do anything clever here. So I should just set up a firing line and just get overrun by millions and millions of infantry.
Peasant horde.
Alright, so which ones? So what else has she got in the tank? She can hex around herself. That sounds like a good idea. What else can I summon? Oh, that sounds pretty useful. Let's summon a unit of rotting Prometheans. So I think those are like ogres, effectively. Also, I appreciate that she's just being melodramatic in every single one of her voice lines.
I think I figured out why I'm missing this file, by the way. While it's been downloading, I'm having a think about what could have gone wrong. And I experienced an issue with another game a few years ago where it relied on a core file to run it and make sure it was all working fine. But that core file was also in other games, in their folders as well.
Okay.
And when I'd been doing a bit of a cleanup of my computer, rearranging some stuff, uninstalling certain games, it uninstalled that core file across the board, which then meant that, this game that I hadn't uninstalled and was still trying to play was missing the file that it required. I've been removing and messing about with some files and uninstalling some different games recently, and I might have inadvertently, and unbeknownst to me, removed a game that had like the same core file that Total War required to actually help run it. So this 2 gig file that I have just finished re-downloading, hopefully, I think, just about, I think might have accidentally been removed when I uninstalled another game, and obviously I haven't realised that it's done that. Bit of a weird one, but yeah, it is something that has happened before with another game. It might be completely unrelated to that, but I'm just trying to logic something up here.
That's fair enough. Well, I don't think this battle's going to last for long because I'm getting horribly slaughtered.
Do not worry about it. I'm going to get all of my OBS and stuff set up again. I am incredibly sorry for this, by the way. Like, I hate it when technical difficulties go wrong, and especially when my technical difficulties affect other people's production things as well. It's less than ideal.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of of the opinion that if nothing goes wrong technically, you probably weren't doing anything that was very ambitious.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. We'll go with that. Go with that logic.
Oh well, though I got absolutely destroyed in this quest battle, which I just got creamed. I didn't realise that she could summon questing knights. Like, that's pretty cool. Even though the rest of the army just died a death. I think maybe I might have just had the wrong units fighting the wrong things or something, but
possibly.
Man, I mean that's oftentimes the way it goes in Total War. Is you just end up getting like absolutely like nailed. Like you don't get like it tends to go really dramatically one way or the other.
As long as you've learned something, that's the main thing here.
I've learned that I'm definitely going to play her campaign if I get the chance. So, just to hear her go.
She starts in a really nice place actually as well. Do you know where the exiles of Nehek spawn up in like the Dark Elf territory in the top left set of islands?
Not really, but I'll take your word for it.
She basically starts on outcropping there, so you're fighting Dark Elves, you can fight Skaven, you can go down and fight the Lizardmen, you can go across the ocean and fight. You've got basically every single race within Total War II somewhere nearby that you can go and fight if you so desire.
Okay.
Right, let me switch over to my actual live screen server. Hello again, everybody. Apologies for if you tuned in earlier on and experienced some of the terrible technical difficulties, but hopefully they have been fixed now, and I am back with Counterfeit Casts. Pete, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I think we've unfortunately run through quite a lot of our time today, but we'll get as much done as we can in the next, I guess, about half an hour or so, and treat this as a chance to work through the initial technical issues before the campaign gets underway proper.
Yeah, well, even if, like you say, even if we only have about half an hour or so to go, it's a test, If this half an hour runs fine and correctly, hopefully, we're good for the rest of it. But if we experience any more crashes and problems, we might know, well, we know that we need to relook at something and sort it out. So, useful either way.
Once you do get loaded in, I think your screen share has expired.
Has it expired? I thought I'd reset it up. Let me take a quick look. Nope, it for some reason cancelled itself. Ah! Wait, hang on, I think I know why. I think I know why. It's because streamer mode was enabled through Discord.
Yes. So that is a useful mode, but unfortunately not useful for our purposes.
No, not right now. I am still loading in, so once I've loaded in properly, I'll start tabbing out and messing about with that, because I don't want to tamper too much tabbing out with Total War, because it tends to get a bit finickety.
That's true. Yeah, it's... Alright, so let's talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing once you do get back in. So,
Yeah.
now I've actually got an army that's not just going to fold like a cheap paper? Cheap plastic? Well, cheap something. Then I can actually go and start building up some form of empire, because I'm fully expecting your army to just like show up at some point and for me to be like, oh,
Here we go. Right, I'm in.
alright, cool. So I'm probably going to go take the Dust Gate next, and I suspect there's going to be another army there, but because I can actually recruit new stuff, and because I'm in my own territory now, in the Night Forest, rather than enemy territory, my stuff's going to actually heal up. The Salamander? Sorry.
Salamanders.
Yes, Salamander is something which I came up with when I read it for the first time, and it sort of stuck in my head. But yeah, my army's a little bit battered, but nothing particularly serious.
Nothing too bad.
There is a... Actually, I might pick up a second lord so I can go hunting for treasure.
Yes.
Let's see. Any of these got anything interesting going on? Alright, well, we're out of time in the rain.
Not a problem.
Alright, so I guess you're going first, so let's pelt back over to your view and see. So you've got...
Have you got my screen share back up?
Yep, it's all working.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's actually working pretty well. I don't know what the quality is like, but it looks okay on OBS. Like, it's not... Because we haven't paid for Nitro, it's not like top quality screen share, but it's good enough to hopefully be able to tell what's going on.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just trying to pan around and see what's happening. It was a bit jittery then when we were going through stuff, but I kind of want... So I want those, but to actually start researching any technologies, I need... Let me just quickly check that out. Which one do I want first? Which one is it that I want first, actually? I can't remember. Which one was it that I did? This one. Ferocious Plans, which is the Rattling Warrens, which is... Yep, I thought it was. Fuming Serpent. Get the Rattling Warrens. Excellent. Okay. So that army has gone back up that way, which is quite nice. The problem that I think I'm going to have... I have a feeling that I'm going to have to fight this guy. Yeah. Or I'm not going to be able to claim any territory. Like, he's just taken Axolotl, which I kind of need. But he's got Plague Monks already, which I 100% can't deal with.
Oh, Plague Monks are pretty nasty, I think you remember.
Yeah, they're very nasty. So... Hey, nice, we stole something. Love it. I love stealing things from... what's his name? Vampire Coast. It's just a nice feeling.
You just know that when you get brought up in court for your burglary charges, and it'd be like, let me just play a clip of the defendant. I love stealing.
I love stealing things. It's great. It's like no. There's valuable context.
Open and shut case, Your Honor.
Yeah, valuable context has been missed here, sir. I promise. Okay, let's go. Let's make him into a bit of a woundy person. I'll do. Yeah, I haven't really got a lot to do, because I was going to move down to Axolotl and try and take that, but it appears that has been snapped up away from me almost immediately. Which is not fun.
I've got a choice of, do I give my army's melee attack +7 and melee defense -7, or do I do it the other way around? I think I want +7 melee defense, because most of my troops are there to get in the way.
Yeah.
So that's going to be more useful. I do like those sort of binary choices, though, just because it makes you actually sort of think. Right, so we could
consider which one it needs to be.
Yeah. So, alright, so we can get more... I think recruit cost being cheaper is probably worth having. So let's go and see how many Skaven are in the Dust Gate, because there's no way that's actually a ruin. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. So this is probably more of a casualty minimization battle than anything else.
Okay, that's not too bad. We can do that. Are we fighting or are we auto resolving?
Fighting. Like,
okay, cool.
it's the auto resolve bar isn't quite far enough. Like,
that's
I think
not a bad Skaven army, to be fair.
Yeah, there's some good quality troops in there. They're mostly notable for their poison wind globadiers, so those are the ones that need to die first.
The Night Runners are quite handy as well. They're going to be a bit of a problem because the thing I like about obviously, you know, I'm big into the Skaven gun line, like just mowing everything down. But the actual Night Runners and the various Gutter Runners as well, they have a lot of utility. They are quite decent, so definitely useful to have around.
I'd imagine the way they would see use is just because they're ranged units, which initially I was a bit confused by, but I think the idea that if you have like a skirmish unit that runs around the outside of the opposing army, which is impossible to pin down, but like forces the opposition to either.
Oh god! I just silly me. I just clicked onto my my Civ scene run, so yeah, went to suddenly streaming Civ 6 rather than Total War.
Ah, okay. Well, so there's a lot bigger in our army this time round. So
that looks more impressive.
Let's see. So we've got the red crested skink. There's basically like four or five different things going on here. So we've got the red crested skinks, who are the great axes, which I guess are basically the anti-elite unit.
Yeah, any anti-armor.
Yeah, and then we've got like the basic grunts, which are there to get killed. And there's the skink cohort, which are there to be the missile troops, really.
Yep.
We've got skirmishers, which are there to just be a pain in the butt, I suppose. And then there's the sort of special units, which is the Salamander Hunting Pack and the Bastilon. So I did a poor job with the Bastilon before, so I'll give you a chance to mess that one up.
Excellent.
And I'll take hold of the Salamanders because you can't be trusted with them.
Yep, because I don't want to get them killed immediately again.
So I'll give you these guys. So you've got a fair amount of Goonie troops to play around with. But I also know you can't be trusted with red crested skinks either.
No, I was expecting them to be a lot more, just a lot more, a lot sturdier than they were. That was the thing that really caught me out, I think. I was expecting them to have a lot more punch to them. Not punch, but survivability. And they just kind of melted. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, these are, you know, low-tier Skaven infantry. They're not that strong. And all of a sudden, we're having a real problem here in actually keeping them alive.
I think they're berserker units, like, so that they're there to deal damage, but they're not there to be front lines.
Yeah. Fair enough. Interesting. So, right. Yeah, good whenever you are, I think.
Okay. So we've got the skirmishers around the side doing skirmishy things. So if you guys run in first, and then I'll break these up into a couple of different units and send them around as flankers.
Oh, these are my javelins as well. Did not realise. Okay, they don't have any real range, which is quite well, as in like long range, which is nice, so we can position. Poison Wind Globadiers. What do they have in terms of front line to get through? Clan Rats with shields. How does it say the skink cohorts match up against us? Quite nicely, okay. Oh, we also don't have a lord. Right, you know what? Go on, buddy. Let's
Man, the Poison Wind Globadiers are getting pretty ambitious.
Yeah, they are a bit, aren't they? Oh! And lovely, the Skaven have done the Skaven things. Skaven have used their ability to be dicks.
Yep.
Something a group of clan rats in the middle of all of your missile line. Not really what I want to do,
I think
bit of a disruption, but
the AI has definitely been programmed with the assumption that's what most people do with them.
Yeah. It makes the most sense, definitely.
Okay, so I think ideally we want to be hitting heavy infantry. I don't think there actually is heavy infantry in this army to hit.
I think Skaven heavy infantry is a bit of a misnomer, to be honest, in general.
I think it'd probably be closest would be something like Storm Vermin.
Even the Storm Vermin, they're not really that good. Right, stop chasing those clan rats, they've ran away. You are not required there anymore. Oh, that's some more clan rats for spawn though. Help clean those up nice and quickly. How's the Bastillodon doing? It's there, just chunking out damage. Where are those poison and globadiers? Right, you're on the hunt for those, which is good because we don't want those to. I don't want to be accused of getting your units killed again. At least not intentionally. I honestly feel so bad about that first fight because we nearly lost your red-crested skinks and the salamander hunting pack immediately, and I just had no idea that's how squishy they were.
I didn't realise that the red crested skinks were just a relatively basic unit. I thought they were like because you normally start with some form of special unit. I thought that's what they were. That's why I was like, ah. But actually, as it turns out, they're pretty basic.
Oh, that's good then. That's good then, at least. You seem to have half of a Skaven army running away from one group of red-crested skinks. It's quite amusing to watch, I must admit. Push through here.
Are you talking about these guys?
Yeah, up over here. Yep. You got it. You got it.
So I'll have to
release the snakes.
So something which I found which definitely makes campaigns more fun is giving the units like names based on stuff they did in battles.
Yeah. So we need something to do with running for those.
Oh, I already know what I'm going to call them, but I just have to remember which one they are.
Them?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, they currently have 0 kills, so.
Well, that makes them the fact that everyone runs away from them when they have 0 kills makes them even more terrifying.
Yeah. You know, it works. It makes sense. Are we going to give the Ark of Sotek a special name? I feel that Bastillodon needs a special name.
That's to earn it.
Like a generic name, like Barry. Or even Bastillodon.
Barry Stillodon?
Barry Stillodon, go for it. Go on, Barry, get in there. Get in there. Make these night runners run. Make them run faster. Let's collapse on the rest of these if we can. They haven't routed off yet, so just go and chase them down. Don't let them come back. How's the rest of our army doing? Everybody, hurry up over here. If you're not, are you fighting something? Oh, we're actually trying to kill Skaven Lord. Okay. You guys can stay on Skaven Lord. Let's have a look at him. Oh, it's a group of spears. Oh, okay. Well, no, leave it then. Leave it then. We're not interested in chasing down a group of spears. That is a waste of time.
So yeah, the Scarifiers, as they will come to be known.
Scarifiers.
So they have 35. It's feared throughout the Warhammer world as the unit that gets no kills because everyone's too afraid to fight them.
Yeah, they just need to look at their enemies to make them run. I feel bad, like, mowing down Skaven like this, considering I've spent probably 30 hours recently playing as Skaven.
Well, get used to it. That's all I can say. My Warlock Giselles will tear through this army. I can't remember, is this an army that's worth...
Bastillodon will be no more.
Oh, this was the... Actually, okay, so this doesn't actually matter, does it? Because it's a...
settlement army, isn't it?
Yeah, so it doesn't... I don't need to actually finish them off.
The Ark of Sotek's ability again.
It is...
Beautiful.
Oh, I do find it very annoying that if you're going up against an army that isn't a settlement army, so it doesn't matter how many of them that you kill, that you just kind of... I wish there was just a... I don't know, an easier way of doing that, because it feels like it's just a waste of time having to chase down each person afterwards.
Yeah, and wipe out key units, like... I know what you mean. Oh, wow, those... But see, those red-crested skinks did a lot better now that they weren't just immediately swarmed by the Skaven.
Yeah, so the 48 kills one, I believe, are the Scarifiers, but yes, the other ones... they took loads of casualties.
Yeah.
So we've got... So the first... okay, so first... Blooded...
Doom Rocket. Yes.
Okay, so I've got 2 names out of that whole deal.
2 names? What, like for 2 named units or 2 ideas for the same thing?
Oh no, two different name units. So we're gonna have the first blooded.
Chief Warlock,
Can I rename mine? Oh nope, that's not what that does. I can't rename them on your turn. I was hoping I'd be able to.
And the Scarifiers.
Oh wait. Oh no, I didn't go for that one. Oh, okay. That one then. That one. Yep, that one. Definitely. Yeah, I'm happy with the research tree I'm going down. It's not gonna be too bad. So you managed to get that settlement, did you? Is that on the bottom of the eastern Gulf of Lustria where you are?
Yes.
The bottom of the continent. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Alright, let's upgun my stuff there. So, and just a little bit of diplomatizing. We'll have a bit of time.
There's a bit of time before I can do that again, but no matter.
So, anyone else willing to?
Damn, Luther Harkin's got a 20 stack already. Why have both of the Vampire Coast armies near me got a 20 stack? These, it scares me.
Do I want to make friends with the Tomb Kings, or do I want to just eat them?
I wouldn't have thought the Tomb Kings would have wanted to be friends with you. Like, not you personally, but your faction.
Well, the aversion is -10, which isn't insurmountable.
Terrible. Yeah, it's not too bad.
And if I had enough money, I'd love to do is to make friends with the other Skaven factions out from underneath you and just like ally with them and force you to.
That's fine. From what I've found, the Skaven don't tend to actually like Ikit Claw anyway. I know in the Mortal Empires campaign, I wasn't able to ally with a single one of them. But you know, c'est la vie.
Alright, well, that'll do me. I think this. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't think I actually recruit anything here. No, it'd have to be global recruitment. Alright, not too worried about that.
I need to kill Axolotl, but I don't know. I don't think I can.
I've actually got quite a lot of money to be thrown around, so I think maybe. Just.
The Lizardmen. Strategic location to the Lizardmen. Damn, there's a lot of strategic locations to the Lizardmen over here.
I'm gonna start building up another army.
Oh, okay. Wow. Someone's going ham.
Well, it's because I also want to go for a little bit of exploring. I know that some of the exploring ones you have to fight battles for.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you?
So this is probably a little bit early, but...
Yeah. As long as you're able to do it. I'm just looking around thinking where... Oh, sorry, I just, like, kind of punched my mic by accident. Kind of thinking where I'm actually able to. Because I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, I need to eat those guys. I need that settlement there. So I either need to confederate them, which at the minute they're obviously not going to want to, or I need to eat them. And I'm thinking I might have to eat them.
Alright.
I need that warpstone.
Oh.
Wow, 350 warpstone to get the first bit of a ritual. Okay.
Yes, I think there's... Especially in this Vortex campaign rather than Mortal Empires, you're much more directed to play a certain way.
Yeah.
And if you're not playing it in that particular way, then you're kind of probably missing out.
Well, in that case, Altar of the Horned Ram. Sorry, buddy, but we're not gonna be friends for too much longer. Hello, who's that guy?
Why, treacherous rat things? Who would have ever thought? Holy crap, you got a lot of money.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount of money. Let's get the Under Empire going. Oh, I love this. It's just so horrible.
It's one of those things I suspect was probably quite hard for them to implement, but like in terms of theoretically, it's a very straightforward thing.
Yeah, like it's not complicated. It's just so it feels glorious. Can I actually do some research now? Yes, I can. Thank you.
Oh man, I feel like you're outpacing me here a bit.
Well, no, because I've now just spent all of the money that I start with.
You get to spend money to make money.
That is true. Yep, there is that. There is definitely that aspect to it. Lord not moved. Ikit Claw. Let's try and do some of the diplomaticness. See, they're in a defensive alliance with Clan Eshin, and I don't know where they are, so I kind of don't want to attack them. But I know that screw it.
Oh right, did you just get pulled into a war?
No, but I'm about to go and be unpleasant to these other guys. Actually, do I want to do that immediately, or do I want to actually? What can I get from here? I'm gonna beef up my army a little bit first, I think. Actually, just a little bit. Oh yes, excellent. That counts as in that territory. So we'll go to there. Recruit units. We've got 3 more spaces. What do I think I might just get some more clan rat units. A bit more, but I can't really get anything else that's useful. Are there clan rats with shields? Wait, oh, I got the wrong things before. Okay, yeah, I'll get some clan rats with clan rat spears then. And then some more Skaven slaves. Yep, that's going to be a nice 20 stack, and then I'm going to go and attempt to kill some other Skaven, because I am the Supreme Skaven Lord, and anybody that says otherwise is wrong.
Alright.
Because I have a flamethrower.
I'm glad we've established that.
I have a flamethrower, therefore I am the best. I am the greatest, as the Greenskins would say.
So... let's see. Geomantic Web. Let's have a look at what that's about. So... that's right, so there's certain specific locations I need to take over. Because they strengthen the geomantic... So there we go, we've actually got a campaign-specific mechanic. I don't know if this takes place in Mortal Empires as well. But that's kind of cool. So
I don't think it takes place in the same way, but I think it gives you bonuses if you do it. So just like, you know, generic bonuses to your faction rather than it being a win condition. I think.
Yeah. So we've got. So the more of them I think are connected to my capital, the better.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I think I'm trying to figure out, is this directing itself at the Forgotten Isles? In which case, I definitely should be trying to take it over. Yes, okay, it is. So, all right. Oh wait, no, that's a very big army of a High Queen and Khalida. I think I need 2 armies to take her on.
Probably. For anybody watching my stream on my screen specifically, I figured out what I need to do next.
Oh, good.
That thing is what I need to do next, because as soon as we do that, my armies are going to be relevant. I'm going to actually be able to get some decent units, and then be quite obnoxious to anybody else.
All right. Well, my turn was quite short.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
Nice.
I think the AI accidentally ran over one of the shipwrecks, because that's something that can happen. Is that, well, I don't know if they actually gain any benefit from it, but it's kind of annoying when it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't seek it out, as far as I can tell. Oh, hello, Clan Festa, who's minus 150 to me. What's a peace tree?
Oh, you're at war with them immediately?
Where are they?
I don't know. They've just been declared war on by Itza.
I think they are... Oh, I think I know where they are.
That's probably why they want peace with you, to be fair.
I think they're just above me, that's why.
Ah, right. Are they recruiting or...?
Strength right 65, and they are currently at war with Cult of Sotek, Itza, and... no TY.
It's like, nah, you're good. We're gonna keep fighting you, thank you.
Well, I didn't really know where they were until now, and now I know where they are. I'm probably just gonna go over and sit on them.
Nice. It's got to be done.
So the old war on 2 fronts strategy that's worked so well.
Oh god, Fegan's Errand, Privats, Bretonia, and if they've declared war on them, that means that they're around somewhere. So where are they? Where are the nasty Bretonians? Great, they are now recruiting, which is not what I really want to hear, but am I at war with these guys yet? Not quite! A hefty minus 56 is, you know, not the best, but why won't you accept my trade deal?
Senpai, please!
Please, give me monies.
Okay, so I think my next move is I've got to build up a big enough army to smash the High Queen Khalida, which fortunately will coincide pretty well with our 10-turn not playing as the enemy thing.
Ooh, okay.
So that should probably play out as a massive, massive battle.
Lovely, I like the sound of that. Can I build another Doom Rocket yet? 1 turn, okay. Okay, one more turn. In that case, I'll get the thing that gives me a chance to build an extra Doom rocket each time, because, you know, the earlier we get that, the more horrible I'm going to be. Because the Skaven don't fear going up against larger armies, because they can just nuke them.
There we go.
City is building.
So I can choose to So I've got a event come up. Let's go back to my screen.
Okay.
So I can either sacrifice. Let's see. So relations with a nearby settlement have deteriorated. Their interpretation of the Great Plan may be at odds with the Old One's intentions. The Great Slam Mage Priest informed me of a new ritual to recharge the geomagic web, but the price is sacrifice. Will you raid for captives and sacrifice them, or leave your neighbours be, as time may yet prove your vision correct? Hey, Mother OP, welcome to the stream. Well, now we know that someone's watching doesn't understand things, we'll explain things a bit better. So, alright. Sacrifice them!
always. That's a heretic. It's just got to be done.
Right, so we'll get it done over here, and then come back and deal with those schmucks.
Them schmucks.
So
how healthy is this army?
alright, so hopefully there's not like a million guys in there. So now we can upgrade. So alright, so Mortar, so let me know if this is the right sort of level of explanation. So we're playing a head-to-head campaign of Total War. So it's a sort of a two-part game where you've got this sort of meta map of we're trying to conquer territories and get more stuff, and then we've got the actual battle screen where we fight against. We've been fighting on each of the sides to start with, but now from next turn we'll be taking the part of opposing forces. So we haven't actually come across each other directly as of yet, but we are relatively close to each other.
Very close, actually.
So we're trying to grab as much territory as possible before the inevitable fight happens, and everything becomes a series of just punching each other in the face until someone runs out of stuff.
Yes. Until the steamroll from attrition occurs.
Okay, so I'm going to beef up this army to actually be an army. A little bit, because I want to move up to here and take this town. Mortar OP, you're betting your quid on me. Oh, thanks, Mortar.
Wow, now I'm offended.
That's right, Sarge can go get eaten by a big pile of scary lizards, while he trembles and squirts the musk of fear.
Skaven don't tremble. They skitter.
So
they just skitter.
So there's a lot going on, Mortar, in Total War, but there's I guess we kind of create one thing at a time. So notice that some of these territories have got different kinds of things next to them. So they've got different kind of climates, which make them better or worse to settle. So this is a little bit worse for me to settle, but I think it's still okay. But there's also some places that have specific, little icons next to them. So the Dust Gate here has got this ritual resource site. So as long as I hold it, I keep generating my sort of meta resource, which will let me then unlock further things, which will help me win the game eventually.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool. There's different kinds of territories that are more important. Also, we've got the geomantic web, which is basically it looks complicated, but actually it's just control these places.
Oh yeah, it is there, isn't it?
So if I control all of these circled towns, I believe there's one of these things here that will give me a bonus for it. I can't remember what it is.
Sorry, I'm just currently trying to figure out locations and plotting at the minute.
That's fine. So yeah, I think the more of these circled towns I've got in my territories, the better my commandments are, which are kind of some sort of global things. Mortar is basically broadly the same as Age of Empires. It's just the way you play it is a bit different. So my turn is done.
Excellent.
So, Age of Empires is real time. This is turn based. But yeah, it's still basically build a town and go take stuff. That's a lot of games are broadly just that.
What?
What? Oh, that's...
Luther Harkins just declared war on me. Mate, we were getting on.
Yeah, but you're a filthy, filthy rat man.
Well, that's just plummeted all of my... our diplomacy was going up to plus 40 next turn, and now it's just plummeted to minus 50 because he's declared war on me.
Well, Sarge,
right.
In good news, I had something similar happen to me. Except...
Oh, excellent.
Where because you're a filthy, filthy rat man, your allies declared war on you. Because I'm a beautiful lizard, my allies decided they wanted a defensive alliance with me.
So, not really the same thing happened at all.
I mean, it's similar, but opposite.
Oh,
So in brief order,
Great.
Sarge's favourite ally decided to declare war on him, and
Yeah.
my favourite ally decided they wanted to be closer friends.
Problems of being a filthy Skaven ratman. I don't like the way that army's moving. Oh god. Oh no.
Wait, Mordo, what do you mean you should have given them the memes? I understand. Alright.
Okay. Right, I've got some choices to make here. I need to figure out who everybody else is friends with. They're at war with the Southern Sentinels, which is fine. Do you like me? No, why don't you like me? Oh.
It's always a good question.
We loaded this up and I was like, oh, okay, you know, it looks like I've got a few decent allies and stuff. It doesn't look too bad. And now we've actually started, I'm like, no, nobody likes me. It's like I might have a non-aggression pact with the High Elves, but they don't actually like me.
To be fair, you are playing the race of filthy rat folks who are traditionally known as being straight evil, like, in every respect.
I've also been declared war on by the Vampire Coast, who aren't exactly shining examples of humanity themselves.
Yeah, well, there is definitely a degree of opportunistic war declaring. So if people think that you're weak, and that they can just take all your stuff, as soon as one person declares war on you, then suddenly everybody does, because they're like, oh, this is basically open season on them, because their allies just don't exist anymore.
How does he have mortars already? But mortars... Oh my god.
Alright, so I've got to kill... It's back to me again.
Ooh.
I've got to kill 500 enemies in battle, and in exchange I will get 3 spawnings of Blessed Saurus Warriors. So... I've still got to get to stage 2 before I actually get the really kind of use sources.
Oh yeah, the penalty removed.
So now we're in versus territory, so we're going to get to see what that looks like.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Alright, well this should actually be pretty even. In fact, it might even be slightly against me. Oh, that's right, it's a siege, isn't it? It's a proper siege. Okay, in that case... Actually, I don't need to properly... Oh, I actually kind of maybe don't want to take this siege just because I think it's going to be extremely bloody, especially against a human.
Deliberating.
I think... This is tough. I think I'll break siege and just raid in this territory for a while until I can bring up another set of armies.
Interesting.
Do I have that option? No, maybe I don't even have that option.
The problem I've got is that it isn't even worth me building a second army because right now I can't fill it with any decent units. I can only fill it with clan rats, which, you know, there's no point. There's no point in making an army of just clan rats because I'm surrounded by Saurus, who will just decimate them. And yeah, also Vampire Coast, who will shoot them to pieces.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. So there's a lot of these guys here. I think in which case I might actually bring back my other army to help out my smaller army to take them.
Perhaps.
Because there's no way I'm going to be able to that's a bit disappointing. But yeah, I thought this might be a mistake to split my armies up. Alright, so back we go. Ideally, eventually I want to take over this whole territory here, but I don't have enough. If I was against the AI, I would probably go for it, but against the human, I think I would just get my whole army slaughtered.
Yeah.
So, Morda, I'm sorry to disappoint, but for now we'll have to bide our time. But what we can do is build up some... Let's see, we don't actually need public order too much. Income increase. This does give us more research options though. So
below there, one there. I wish you could look at the diplomacy while it was the other person's turn, because that's something I do actually need to be looking at right now and figuring out how I can wangle things in my favour. Let's put it like that. Because I need some allies. I need some friends.
What do you want to play Amnesia someday? Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I think that's... Let's see. I don't want to make treaties with the the High Queen, because I want to actually declare war on her at some point. I don't want to be allied with her when that happens.
Yeah, because otherwise everybody will hate you.
So, let's see. So, Citadel of Dusk, they're the High Elf faction, which I get along with really well. Very close to actually making a military alliance with them. I would
Look at this guy, he has friends. Ooh, good for him. Good for you. Good for you, you have friends. We get it!
I have so many friends!
Oh.
If I only had some more actual troops, I think I might actually start to run out of money.
I barely have any food, let alone friends.
Alright, let's chuck out some of our more expensive units, because this is definitely going to be an army full of just...
trash.
Yeah, it's just... Alright. Didn't actually do anything on that turn, really, but I did build up my territory a little bit more, so I guess that's something.
Are you declaring war on me as well now? Let's... Oh no, that's a non-aggression pact. Of a demand I pay him 100. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I will
There
give
you go.
I
The
will
first
give
step
you
to making
100
friends.
gold. I will pay you this hefty bribe so you don't attack me.
I know, Border. Friends, what are those?
Who needs friends when you can have overwhelming firepower? Eh?
Oh, back to me again.
Currently, I don't have overwhelming firepower, but soon.
Time to... Oh, well, there goes my little army.
Oh, rip. I'm tempted to spectate, but no. I hate the way that... So, in multiplayer, when you're doing versus campaigns like this, the little icons for what the options for a battle are in different places. Normally, the auto-resolve is the very right one, but when you're playing in multiplayer, that's to spectate. The amount of times I've made me and my friends sit through a tiny little battle that meant absolutely nothing and was incredibly one-sided because I clicked the wrong button is not worth counting.
Ah. Well, so I had a very short-lived minor army, didn't work out very well. So I guess it's time to reset my guys and maybe... I don't know, really. I need to control... The thing is, like... I probably just need to try and do one thing at a time. I'm not at the point where I can really run two armies doing two different things.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am as well at the minute. Oh, they want a non-aggression pact. Great, well that screws up that idea. God.
Wait, so are you upset now that you are making friends?
Yeah, because I've just made friends with the people that I need to kill.
Why did you do that? You can say no.
Because I can't risk
I can't say no to you people.
I can't risk moving my army away from Luke Verharken's 20 stack.
Oh, that's right. He
So
still
I
wants to kick you in, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I can't really do anything over on that side of the map anyway. Because, you know, what's going to happen. As soon as I move that army away, he's going to turn up with his 20 stack and go, hello, that's some nice territory you've got there, isn't it?
Would be a shame if someone set it on fire and took all your stuff away.
Exactly. So what I think we're going to do for now is we're just going to move into here and then we're just going to raid. We're just going to get some more food stockpiled. We're going to build another Doom rocket. Excellent. And yeah, for now that's me. My curve on when I can start doing something is going to come with a certain building and what that building will give me. And as soon as I get that, I'm not bothered how many people declare war on me, it's fine. But until then, I have to sit here because I only have one army that can do anything. And if it gets screwed over, I can't replace it.
Okay, so we've got another binary choice kind of thing. So either we can have a cheaper buildings which take longer to go up, or... Oh, nothing. Let's go for that, that sounds good.
Cheaper buildings taking longer. Yeah, I'd take that in the early game. Seems reasonable.
Alright, so we could upgrade our recruits. I think... so what does that lead to? So... I think these are kind of... Recruit +2 actually seems pretty strong. So, Morder's asking, Sarge, do you consider yourself to be on your last leg?
Not at this stage, no. Like, that's definitely a bit of a sweeping statement right now. We'll have to see where Luke Verharken goes, where this 20-stack Lizardman army decides to walk down. Didn't realise that the Lizardmen had taken this territory, else I probably wouldn't have started raiding it. However, you know...
Oh, did you piss off some Lizardmen?
I am currently pissing off the Lizardmen, yes, that is correct.
Oof.
So yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
Oh, also, Morda, in case you weren't following quite what was going on Sarge's screen, so he was building himself a Doom Rocket, which effectively is like a tactical nuke.
Yes. I'm going to require these.
Oh, okay, Morda OP was commenting on your lack of food, primarily. So food is a mechanic that's specific to Skaven.
Yeah, it's... I'm watching it carefully, because at the minute I can't... It's a bit tricky to get much more food. It's part of, like, one of the easiest ways to get food is through battles, which at the minute I can't really do because I'm not in a position to be able to do so.
Oh, what's this? What's this? The dwarves want a defensive alliance? Oh, go on then. Go on then.
Really? Why does nobody want to be friends with me?
Because you're covered in fur. That's why. If you're covered in scales, that would be a whole different story.
Because I'm a filthy Skaven boy. Okay.
Everyone knows that if you keep a Skaven, it'll spread the plague.
I mean, yeah, that is... It's kind of... Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that because it's 100% true. Would the Tomb Kings be friends with me? Is it worth going on? Yeah, you know what? Let's go and investigate the Tomb Kings.
I mean, I haven't made friends with them as of yet. Because I'm planning on conquering them.
That means we'll probably like me.
I don't know, like, I feel like... Two Kings are... this is obviously mostly for Morda's benefit. But so they're undead, so that because not having glands, they don't really have a sense of disgust when it comes to filthy rat creatures. So I think you're probably a decent bet.
I think they have a sense of contempt.
I mean, that's just a generalized sense of contempt for everyone, though.
I mean, yeah, you got me there. Oh, I want to build some of these buildings, but they're all so expensive. Which ones are there any of these that give me food? I don't think there are yet, are there?
There are... No, I think in the Grimhammer mod there are buildings that do give you food, but in the main game, unmodded game, you're kind of looking at just trying to
fighting in
food.
the Under Empire.
Yeah. I think Under Empire gives you actually access to food, potentially.
Yeah, it does. I've already set up some, so I'm getting some food, but and I'm raiding for food as well. But yeah, it's not ideal really. I'm trying, because the thing is, I can see Luther Harkin's army marching towards me, which is, as you can imagine, quite a scary situation to be in. But I can't really do anything about it. And as I say, my one army that I need to be going around and raiding with and potentially picking some fights and doing something with is tied down here in defense. Because if I don't, he will take every single territory I have, and this will be the shortest versus campaign ever.
Right, so it's back to me. I think I'm going to build up another army again. And
wait, so you've got 3 armies? Oh no, your second one just got wiped.
No, do you not remember the part where it got horribly slaughtered?
Yeah.
So, that's a pretty good +2 leadership, +2 melee attack seems pretty good. So I'm gonna have my first Saurus, as it were. I don't know if that counts as part of the increased upkeep, but
I'm sure you'll find out in a second when you recruit it and you have no money.
Alright, so that's the way to... So that will at least give me enough units to take over Landsec. Hopefully. I mean, I wouldn't be super upset if the High Elves took over Landsec themselves. Let's see, so Southern Sentinels, those are lizard... Oh man! Oh man! Oh man!
What?
Oh man!
Do they want to be friends with you?
They don't just want to be friends with me, they want to confederate with me.
Oh no!
So, Confederation order OP. Yes, we should order McDonald's for Sarge's poor starving rats. Confederation is when a group decides to just join, literally just straight up join you. So now I've taken over all of their territories.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it also gives me all of their armies, which I'm probably going to have to promptly disband. Because
it bankrupts you.
Yes, so let's...
It immediately bankrupts you.
Let's get rid of my new guy, because we can replace them with whatever the best one from our newly confederated guys is. So this is level 1. For every army we have, that increases our upkeep sort of exponentially. So let's...
It does get a bit difficult to manage.
Yes, so let's toss this one. So Sentinel of Time, that's another... Oh, that's Dark Elves. And they do not like us, so I think we're probably going to try and make a move relatively quickly. We'll probably go from Landsec to take out the Dark Elves, because they're never going to be friends with us. Oh, hello.
No.
So,
I'm hoping the Dark Elves will be friends with me.
Chameleon Skinks. Those look pretty cool. How did you debribe him, Peter? Was it the charm? It was. It's me old lizard charm.
Too scaly.
Alright, so Chameleon
Too
Skinks
scaly for my
are...
liking.
What does the chameleon part do? I don't know. Let's just...
They have stalk, I believe, so they can move undetected and then just like completely flank.
Oh, handy. Alright,
Yeah, they're a bit nasty actually.
let's grab some more random goons. And then I think... Actually, I can... If that, a bit of a weird mechanic in the game is that you can move your guys and then recruit, which is, again, a bit silly. Because it means that you're much better off moving and then recruiting and you don't lose anything from doing so.
Yeah.
So,
God,
so I've got two
pirates
armies
around
coming together. Nice, nice. Hero not moved. Wait, I've got a hero now?
Beacon the hero.
Yeah, that was part of
Oh,
this.
you just confederated, didn't you?
I confederated and included a skink chief.
Ah.
Nice, I'll stick him in main army because that's less likely to get horribly slaughtered. Cool. Well, looks like things are going pretty good for me right now because people are, like, you know, people are hammering the door to get into Camp Lizardman, and people are fleeing Camp Skaven at high speed.
No, they're not fleeing Camp Skaven at high speed. They're coming with pitchforks and flaming torches. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
If they were fleeing, I'd be like, let them run. That's fine. But they're not. They're not running away.
Yes. Okay. So they're kind of like that. We both got people banging on our door just for different reasons.
Yeah, mine is.
So they want me to join war against the Blessed Dread. Okay, let's do it.
Damn, you're at war with the Blessed Dread already. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, well, I think with the way the turns, Oh, hello, more non-aggression pact with some more Lizardmen. Don't mind if I do.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, I'm just sat here and like keep trying to talk to the numerous Skaven clans around me, and Roll's like, nah, go away, don't like you, and I'm like, but why?
I think this is okay. I think this is going to be just a slaughter because this is like a fort. My reinforcement army has gotten caught out.
Yeah, let's auto resolve that one. I think. At least Visk Borg Zap Scrutal is having some fun. Like, you know, he's holding down the fort.
All right, well,
he's keeping you back.
So wait, so who was Clan Fester? Is that you?
No, that's not me. I'm Clan Clan Skyer.
All right, well, at least the dwarves want to be closer buddies, so that's something.
Like,
all right, well,
military alliance.
At least I got a hero out of the hole, even though I didn't get to keep that very, very small army. Hey, but this does mean we're going to get off. So to end out today's stream, as Morda heads off to go for a jog, we'll get a chance to have our first Lizardman versus Skaven full-on battle.
Will we? Where?
Because those guys who just ambushed my reinforcing army are also right next to my bigger army.
Ah, okay, nice.
So let's go back to your screen again. So you can see Ikit Claws getting pretty far through.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which upgrade I want first. Probably the retractable arm blade. I have a feeling he's going to need to do quite a bit of stabbing.
So you're building him up more as a kind of strong melee fighter.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's so...
Is it?
God
Do you
damn
just...
it.
Oh, you're short by 12 gold.
Yeah, no, and the reason I'm short as well is because I changed the commandment. I had that on, and I've just changed... Oh, for God's sake.
Wait.
Ah, that's frustrating. Okay, never mind. How much are we getting a turn? 2,411. So as long as I don't spend that much... 1,500. Because I need that building. That's the building that I need to kickstart everything.
What does it do?
It allows me to recruit early the Warlock Jezzail's Warp Fire Weapons Throw and Rattling Gun team, and gives me a load of like income, food, and research and stuff. So it's it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
See, that sounds very central, yes.
Yeah, it's the thing that I need to do most of my campaign, and I've just accidentally locked myself out of it by another turn,
I
which might
love
not
it.
seem like a big thing, but right now that's very problematic.
I hope you bring a nice trinket.
An aggression pact. Yep. Oh, these are the guys that you're wait, these are the guys that you're fighting? Where the hell are they?
Festa.
Yeah. We've got 4 settlements, alright. Damn.
Oh, I said it was going to be a proper battle, but I don't think it actually is at all. The army's not that big.
Okay. No, let's do something else first. Let's do it. Some military
To
access.
be fair, I think you'll be able to
Yes.
have a lot stronger go at the diplomacy with them once they have been horribly slaughtered.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's right. So where they came from, I'm going to bring back to my screen for this. Where they came from is they came from this city here, and they just moved across. They kind of intercepted, but I think they've only got one city.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed
Who?
Tread.
Clanfesta?
Yeah, I think so.
No, they have 4.
Oh, okay. I don't know where their other ones are then.
They're up in the north, actually. Like, yeah, I looked at it. I was like, really? They attacked you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've got one.
Bit,
They've
but-
got one minor city down here.
Right. No one wants to be friends with me yet. Okay. I can't really. Again, I can't really do anything. I'm kind of just waiting. But I'm pretty sure that Mr. Nasty guy is going to come and attack me. So we're going to move into the encamped form for a little bit more bonuses. I don't want to upgrade that because that will not give me enough money to do what I need to do. However, we're making a decent amount of money, so I can't really complain too much.
Alright, well, let's see. So, I think one of my promises is getting annoyed. Let's see, where is it? So, is it... Oh, it's this place over here, which I've kind of sort of neglected. So, I guess I need to start building up that secondary army to go sort them out. So... None of these are particularly great, but I guess can't really be too picky at this point.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling, for sure.
Alright, well hopefully this will get me a bit more in the bank. So let's make with the fighting.
Go for it. Let's see what we got.
Hopefully they won't run away so far I can't catch them. No, I think we're right. I don't think this is going to be... Yeah, it's showing it's pretty even, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be pretty short.
Let's have a look. Yeah, that should be pretty... I'll spectate and go on your side, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting involved in that. You could have done... Actually, they've got some storm vermin. That's surprising.
Yeah, they've, like, I think sometimes the AI armies have some weird stuff.
Total War has crashed. Again.
Alright, well, I guess that will be as good a time as any to call it.
Yeah. God's sake. Right, I'm going to have to do some real digging around and figure out what's wrong with this.
It might be worth doing a reinstall on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I know we've been plagued by issues today on my end, and I don't really know why.
That's right. Alright, well, I think we got through a fair chunk of it. It wasn't like we didn't get any of it done.
Yeah, we got a good start going.
Alright guys, well, I don't know quite when we'll be doing this again, but hopefully any of you who have come through the stream have gotten something out of it. But yeah, I think it's been fun.
I've enjoyed it. It's been good when we actually managed to do it. But yeah, thank you very much everybody that has been watching. Do hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll keep you posted as best we can when we next get a chance to do this. Definitely once I've sorted out my issues, so we don't have this kind of carry on again. We'll do some testing between us and, you know, see if we can get it working. Because this has been frustrating.
For sure. Alright guys, catch you all next time.
Bye.